did an excellent job today. And what I want you to understand is there's a lot of people that want the same things you want, okay? Who in here wants to be a Division I athlete? Let me see your hands, okay? Who in here wants to graduate from the Division I school they go to? Everybody. So everybody wants a Division I scholarship and they want to graduate. Who wants to go to the NFL? Okay. So everybody wants to go Division I. All right? Everyone wants to graduate from that Division I school, and everyone wants to go to the NFL. Okay? And now, you're not weird or strange because of that. Every little kid every young person that plays this game of football has the same goals you have. All right? But here's some numbers I want you to think about. Anybody in here like math? I hope so, but we're about to do some math anyway. Here's the numbers I want you to think about, okay? You start off, how many kids do you think there'll be in your graduating class? When it comes time for you to be a senior and graduate, how many football players do you think there'll be in your graduating class across the country?
2,000.
You say 2,000?
In my state.
No, I'm talking about across the country, football players.
50,000?
300,000. There'll be 300,000 high school senior football players, about that, maybe a little less, about that every year. Now that 300,000 kids, everybody wants to go Division I just like everybody here does, right? How many of those 300,000 kids are going to get a Division I scholarship? Give me a number.
2,000.
You're about right. Between 2,000 and 3,000 will get a Division I scholarship, okay? For our numbers, we'll use 2,000, okay? So you got 2,000 kids getting a Division I scholarship. That means think about it, fellas. Everybody wanted to go D1, right? So on signing day, 298,000 or 300,000 kids are going to be on Plan B. The good news is some will go Division I AA, some will go Division II, some will go 3, NAIA. In total, there'll be about 8,000 that go to college. But as far as the Division I dream, 298,000, really it's more like 297,000 out of 300,000 will be on Plan B, okay? All right, now, but everybody here said they want to go to the NFL too, right? All right, now those kids that continue on playing football, how many make an NFL roster? So you start off with 300,000 kids. How many of that 300,000 are going to make an NFL roster?
100.
Give me a number.
100.
What'd you say? You said 800. What'd you say?
100.
It's more like about, it got 800 here, I got 100 here. It's more like about 250, okay? So you start off with 300,000 kids that all want the same thing. They want to get a college degree and they want to go to the NFL. On final cut day, at that 300,000, 299,000, about 750 are going to be on Plan B. They're going to have to do something else. You follow me?
Sir.
Okay. Now, does that mean that those 299,750 people are failures?
Sir.
They just did not reach the ultimate goal of being an NFL football player. But wait a minute. Didn't we say we wanted to go to the NFL with a degree? That's what we said, right? We wanted to graduate too. All right? So now, of that 250, out of that 300,000, how many of you think are going to make an NFL roster and get a degree? What's the number? All right, about 100. So you start off with 300,000 kids with the same goals, same dreams. 100 are going to make the NFL and have a college degree. Okay, now my question for you, those kids that make the NFL, who are they? Are they the biggest? Are they the strongest? No, they ain't the strongest. If they were the biggest, it'd be a pie eating contest. If they were the strongest, it'd be a weightlifting contest. If they were the fastest, Usain Bolt would be all pro. Are they the toughest? No. I know some tough guys that ain't very good football players. Okay? So they're not the biggest, they're not the strongest, they're not the toughest. You know what they are? And they're not the smartest. Okay? You know who they are? Not the hardest workers. I mean, hard work, don't get me wrong, hard work is part of it. But there's people that work harder that don't have that don't have ability some of them have. Okay? And they fall short. Okay? Who they are is they're the most prepared. They're the most prepared. It's that simple. See, because in life, opportunities are going to present themselves to you. Okay? There'll be opportunities that present themselves to you. And if you're not prepared to take advantage of them, you will not. And the bad news is, a lot of times, as you guys grow up, there'll be opportunities that present themselves, and you're not going to know their opportunities until they're long gone. Tell you a story. I'm with the Detroit Cass Tech High School. There's a girl named Lucinda Williams at Detroit Cass Tech High School that was so fine you couldn't look at her for more than 10 seconds without getting a headache. Right? Beautiful girl. All right? And one day in the lunchroom, she came up, and I'm sitting with my boys like y'all do, and we talking about each other's mamas and what have you. You know, your mama's so big and all that stuff, okay? But we sitting over there joking, and she comes up to me, and she says, Thomas, can I borrow a pencil? And I stopped from talking about somebody's mama. Okay, here. And give her the pencil. All right? And don't think much about it. 20 years later, I wake up in a cold sweat. She wanted to talk to me. Because he took that pencil and looked at me like, you might be the dumbest one. She wanted to talk to me. And I missed my shot because I wasn't ready. When I figured it out, I was 30, had 2 kids and a mortgage and car note. I couldn't call Lucinda. Opportunity that I had missed. You follow me? Well, you're going to have those same kind of opportunities in your life. And you got to be prepared for them. Now, that's a bad one. The next one I can tell you about, and I know your parents want to get out here. I'm not going to keep you long. Before I met Coach DeVoe, he don't know this. I was at Western Michigan University before I transferred to Pitt. I was a 186-pound outside linebacker. He could tell you I eventually ate my way out of every position in the front seven, ended up a 300-pound nose guard. That's another story. Well, Coach DeVoe was a big-time recruit. Coach Ellerby was a big-time recruit. When I came out of high school, I had 2 offers. Wayne State in Detroit, a school you never heard of, and Western Michigan. Okay, back then Western Michigan wasn't very good. I took Western Michigan, okay? And like I said, I wasn't heavily recruited. So when the coach came and recruited me, they said, we're going to redshirt you your first year. You might do special teams your second and third year. Then by your 4th year, you'd be ready to play. And I remember telling the man, no, I'm going to start as a freshman. He looked at me like, man, first thing we're going to do is drug test your butt. Because ain't no way you talking crazy. Did you see the same film I saw? Well, anyway, I go to Western Michigan, and I'm redshirted. But I got to a point where I traveled with the team. First few games, the team's off somewhere playing. I'm in the dorm partying with my boys. I'm not traveling. I'm not on the travel team. I didn't like that. So I fought my way onto the travel team. But I knew I wasn't going to play. They already told me they was going to redshirt me. And middle of the season, week 6, I never will forget it. We're at Miami of Ohio. Greg Madison, who's the defensive coordinator at the University of Michigan, and he right now, he says to me, now I want you to understand, that night before, my roommate, he was a freshman too, he was on the kickoff team, he played. I knew I wasn't gonna play, and they get traveling on, that travel team is great if you ain't playing. You get all the steak you can eat, then you go back to the room and they bring you a pizza, and they give you free HBO in the room. I'm having a great time. And then I got great seats for the game. I goes up there and stand. So it's the 6th game of the year, halfway through the 2nd quarter. He says, Sims, I'm holding some Gatorade. I said, okay, here, coach. I thought he wanted some Gatorade. No, get in the game. What? Half the time I would leave my helmet in the locker room because I didn't want to lose it. I got to run back to the bench, grab my helmet, put it on. I go in. Don't ask me how. Part of it, I'll be honest with you, I'm going to downplay it. I did prepare. I knew the defense. I knew what to do and I knew how to do it. He puts me in. Midway through the 2nd quarter, I go out and get 10 tackles, and I'm player of the game. From there on, I started. I wasn't prepared with Lucinda, but I was prepared when that coach went to put me in. All right? And I went from, remember, I told you, coming out of high school, I was 200 pounds, didn't nobody want me. I ran a 5 flat and I bench pressed 225 pounds. And on top of that, I had a 2.06. So this is my skill set. I was skinny, lazy, weak, slow, and dumb. Okay? When they described me as a ball player and a recruit, that's what they came up with. Okay? Because on top of the 206, I had 24 on the test. So it wasn't like I was dumb. I just didn't do my work. I was stupid. I wouldn't do my work. Okay? And so I squeak into school. All right? And well, fellas, I tell you that, 5 years later, I'm 300 pounds. I don't, instead of benching 225, I bench 450. I still run a 506, but I weigh 300 pounds. That's fast for 300 pounds, it's slow for 200. So now all of a sudden, I'm a draft pick. I get an opportunity to go to the NFL. And you know why I got that opportunity? Because I was ready when that man put me in that game. Everybody in here, if you stay in this game, you're going to get an opportunity. What you do with that opportunity will determine how far you go. You got me? And not just in this game, but in life. There will be opportunities. Make sure you are prepared. When an Ivy League school comes into your school looking to recruit, make sure your grades are at a level that they can recruit you. An Ivy League school came recruiting me. The only way I could have gotten that, I couldn't have gotten that school if I had the keys. All right? Because my grades were so bad. All right? You don't want that to be you. You don't want you want to dictate the situation. You don't want the situation to dictate to you. You got me? All right? So handle your academics. Same thing your parents tell you, and do everything your coaches tell you to do on the football field, even if it don't make sense. Like run to the end zone. I ain't say nothing to that crazy man, but he making me run anyway. Did it kill you?
No.
You got a little better. You got me? And so, I gave you some rough numbers. 300,000 kids. 100 people are gonna do what you say you want to do. But out of 300,000, how many were out working like you were this morning? You just got a head start on them. Keep doing it every chance you get. Outwork them, and if it's in you, your coaches will get it out of you. All right, fellas, thank you for